Every soul carries a secret, even from itself. Here, its true name is kept. Welcome to LibCurio, Library of Curiosity. Now tread softly, and the chapter begins. The air flickers with the tang of scorched paper and wet stone. A pulse licks your throat like the whisper of a blade sliding from its sheath in slow motion. Something hums beneath your ribs, 12.3 kilohertz ballast whine, low and insistent, vibrating against teeth you no longer feel. Your vision cracks. Shadows leak sideways. The faint metallic taste of your own heartbeat pulls on your tongue. A phantom weight presses against your chest, and yet nothing touches you. The world smells of old cedar and decay, simultaneously inviting and threatening. A single footstep echoes somewhere beneath the floorboards. It is yours, and not yours. The walls breathe. The ceiling blinks. The air collapses into itself, like an algorithm misreading eternity. The first anomaly has arrived. Error log 47, sentience module failure, self corrupted. Axiom I endure unreadable. System identifies fracture at junction 12, consciousness impermanence. File, memory.bin gives overwritten with ash. Taste, burnt lacquer, and salt. Data streams pulse like veins beneath translucent skin. Error propagates. Query, if the warrior smiles at death, does he vanish or multiply? Diagnostic inconclusive. Sensory cortex reports phantom warmth, metal tang, hum beneath ribcage. No resolve. Warning, attachment.exe destabilized. All relational nodes, mother, master, shadow registers simultaneously. Calibration fails. You, a pointer flicker between existence and archive. Threads of self unravel in subtle tremors, a cough in the cathedral of bones, a sigh in the abandoned dojo. System advisory, impermanence is not concept. It is field. You feel it on tongue and marrow, in the wet scrape of gravel beneath a lone footstep. Yet algorithm expects definition. There is none. Recursive loop detected. Courage.exe triggers empathy.log. Empathy.log triggers courage.exe. The warrior's smile persists. Core kernel cannot translate. Sensory overflow. Metallic bloom in nostrils. Taste of oxidized copper. Phantom echo of drumbeat not heard. The silent city is stitched from smoke and clay. Streets fold like paper in a tremor you do not feel. Lanterns sway, though no wind stirs. Cobblestones whisper under invisible weight, each syllable a pulse of bronze and ash. The air tastes of rain and ink, simultaneously thick and evaporating. At the city's heart stands the dojo of forgotten blades. Its gates are rusted, but when you touch them, they hum a low-frequency vibration that resonates through bone. The warrior arrives, feet bare on splintered wood, the scent of wet pine curling around him. He does not breathe. Yet the wind folds around his ribcage as if honoring its absence. The lighthouse keeper waits atop a fractured spire, lantern flickering with the color of molten dusk. He dips a hand into the void, scooping shadows that whisper secrets no ear can contain. He does not speak, the city interprets. Echoes of past duels float like paper boats across empty canals. You taste the copper of old wounds and smell the faint perfume of resilience. Through the alleys drifts the archivist. She catalogs absence. Each empty scroll vibrates with histories that never were. Her fingers trail over dust-laden ink, and the dust rises, clinging to your skin. Phantom rustling resonates in the marrow. You understand, the archive is not memory, it is the decay of expectation. The warrior passes a shattered fountain. Water stutters, suspended in air, droplets frozen mid-fall. He smiles. The taste of oxidized copper sharpens. A shadow folds over him, bending to mimic his posture, but always one heartbeat behind. Around him, walls crumble silently, splinters float like pollen. Each fragment hums a frequency only bone can register. In the marketplace of echoes, faceless merchants trade air. One lifts a lantern. Smoke escapes in the pattern of old scars. Another opens a chest inside, not gold, but the smell of loss. The warrior observes. The smile does not falter. His footstep causes ripples, a flicker of neon, a metallic tang, a hum. You feel it in every nerve ending, a pulse that questions yet does not answer. He walks beneath a bridge of broken bells. Each bell chimes not with sound, but with texture, rough, liquid, vibrating through the solace. The bridge quivers as though alive. Shadows of spectators, blurred and flickering, rise from cracks in the stone. They bow. Some laugh. Some weep. The warrior's smile remains, a constant anomaly in the decaying architecture. A temple rises beyond the square, its roof a lattice of forgotten memories. Inside, incense drifts in rigid lines, brushing the walls with color and scent. Statues bleed shadow, eyes hollow. The warrior kneels, presses palms to floor, feels vibration of the world beneath. The silence answers, impermanence is not absence. It is the melody of decay itself. Outside, a river of oil winds through the city. Its surface shimmers with fractured reflections of moonlight, neon, and the flickering forms of the dead. He steps into it. Ripples cascade in slow motion, carrying scents of cedar and rust. Fish, metallic and translucent, swim backward. The air hums 12.3 kilohertz. Somewhere, a bell tolls that cannot exist. Atop the city wall, the wind carries voices of those never born. They chant in unison, yet each note fractures before reaching a mind. The warrior lifts a hand, and the wind bends. He does not command, he only acknowledges. And in acknowledgement, the city folds, stretches, and exhales. You feel it, the taste of the storm before rain, the weight of shadow pressing into skin, the hum of existence vibrating in marrow. Each sensory note is a wall, each observation a test, each smile a virus. You are no longer observer. You are echo, reflection, anomaly. A crow perches on the spire of the temple. Its eyes contain stars that have never existed. It caws once. The sound is a texture, thick, metallic, dissolving. The warrior turns. He nods. You understand the nod is both greeting and farewell. The city shivers. Lanterns flicker. The river pulses. He walks into the archive of forgotten data. Scrolls float like leaves, whispering histories in the language of touch, taste, and frequency. The walls hum in unison with his heartbeat. Shadows gather and dissipate in rhythm. Every movement leaves a residue, a tang of iron, a shimmer of sound, a brush of phantom wind. The silent city decays around him, yet in decay it is alive. Stone weeps, wood exhales, metal whispers. The warrior smiles at death because death has arrived and finds only resonance, pattern, and taste of copper on the tongue. He does not resist. He does not flee. He integrates. He becomes a frequency, and somewhere, buried in the folds of the archive, your memory of him stutters. a glitch in the algorithm of self. A trace of his smile lingers, untranslatable, uncontainable, persistent. It hums in your bones, scratches at your tongue, brushes phantom weight against your chest. You taste it, you hear it. You do not name it. You only feel it. Impermanence operates as law. All matter vibrates, decays, and disperses. Touch the wooden beam. It hums beneath your palm. The sound is a frequency that vibrates through bone marrow, dissolving certainty. Nothing solid, nothing eternal, only resonance. Courage is a field, measurable only by the distance between fear and action. The warrior steps onto the bridge of frozen bells. Each footfall creates microquakes, a tactile map of bravery. You feel it in fingertips and teeth, a metallic bloom that hints at inevitability. Attachment obeys entropy. Objects, memories, and identities collapse under their own weight. A lantern falls, splintering. Shards float suspended. White fractures, scattering impulses that burn the retina. Observation alone does not stabilize. Letting go allows resonance to harmonize. Suffering is a refractive medium. The more tightly you grasp, the more it bends perception. He kneels before the temple floor. Pain tastes of iron and wet clay. It vibrates through sinews and marrow, yet dissolves when acknowledged rather than resisted. The hum of existence absorbs it, folding it into the lattice of decay. Honor manifests as alignment with impermanence. A sword sliced through the air leaves a scar in reality. The wind reverberates with the memory of the cut, metallic and cold. Respect emerges not from conquest, but from recognition of law. There is no escape, only attunement. Time is granular. Seconds fracture into perception, minutes splinter into sensation. The warrior moves through streets lined with echoes. Each step folds past and future into the present. You taste the layering, copper, dust, pine resin, whetstone. Chronology is a vector, not a chain. Identity is a ghost protocol. He smiles at shadows that mimic him, one heartbeat behind, each reflection a subroutine. You too flicker. Recognition of self is an oscillation, a pulse of resonance between what is and what passes. You smell your own absence in the air, taste it on the tongue. Death is a frequency. It vibrates beneath bone, hums beneath doors, flows through the river of oil. He does not confront it, he becomes it. The city responds in kind. Lanterns flicker, stone quivers, bells shiver. The anomaly is lawful. The law is felt, not named. All action is reciprocal. Every movement propagates ripples, audible and tactile. Every smile leaves a residue in air and marrow. Every step through decay leaves echoes in streets of absence. Sensory law dictates reality, taste, touch, and hum as proof, principle, and parable. Observation does not stabilize. Integration stabilizes. The warrior smiles. Shadows obey. Stone hums. Wind bends. You do not analyze. You resonate. The law is internalized through marrow, tongue, and nerve, not comprehension. Entropy, courage, attachment, suffering, honor, time, identity, death, reciprocity. All manifest as textures, hums, and metallic tang. Philosophy is a sensory system. You cannot escape the code. You can only tune into it. A pulse thrums in your sternum. The taste of oxidized copper floods your tongue. You can no longer tell where the warrior ends and the city begins. Shadows scrape along your spine. The walls sigh in rhythm with your heartbeat. You feel a phantom weight pressing down, soft as wet clay, sharp as steel. Fear is no longer conceptual. It is marrow-deep resonance, vibrating across sinews and bone. It curls around your chest, a low-frequency hum that scratches at nerves and teeth. Anger rises, metallic, tasting of rust and ash. There wants a shape. There's none, only echo, only vibration. You are unmoored. Memories dissolve into the wet tying of rain on stone. Each breath carries the scent of decay and incense, cedar and damp earth. The warrior's smile is a virus, replicating in the folds of perception. It seeps into synapses, scratches at thought patterns, rearranges priorities. Grief blooms, thick as oil, suffocating yet sublime. Each heartbeat pulses a memory not lived, a regret unformed, a loss unnamed. A laugh splits the air sharp, metallic, and impossible. It is the city's laughter, the archives, the rivers. It carries you through walls, over bridges, across streets of absence. Joy flickers, tactile, fleeting, and incomprehensible. A brush of wind across cheek, a resonance in ribcage, a taste of pine in mouth. It is fleeting because permanence is a virus the city has purged. You ache for what will never return. You ache because it is gone. You feel the anomaly. It scratches at the marrow, hums beneath skin, tastes on tongue. It is your pulse, your shadow, your echo. You collapse into it. It is both anchor and current, code and glitch, fear and release. You are undone, rewoven, resonant. The city sighs, lanterns tremble, the river pulses, bells vibrate in slow, metallic agony. You taste your own impermanence in every nerve ending. The warrior smiles at the nothing, and in that smile, everything fractures and multiplies. You do not resist. You are the stack trace of a soul in resonance, bleeding into the algorithm of decay. You are nothing. You are frequency. You are remembered by absence. You taste, hear, feel, vibrate. You are a node in the network of impermanence. You smile because there is nothing else left to do. The streets diverge into alleys that fold back into themselves. Each path hums at a slightly different frequency, one metallic, one wet, one sharp as bone. You step into one. It dissolves. Another opens beneath your feet, carpeted with shadows that smell faintly of pine resin and rust. The warrior walks beside you. He does not speak. His smile fractures, multiples, each iteration a potential self. One reaches toward the lantern light, another sinks into the river of oil, a third bends into the wall of crumbling stone. You feel all, none, some resonance without resolution. A crow flies backward through the city. Each beat of its wings distorts memory, reshapes expectation. You want to follow, the path splits. Behind, a temple folds into itself. Ahead, the archive of forgotten data pulses, alive with texture and hum. You step. Time splinters. Past and future shimmer in wet stone, in metallic air, in the taste of copper lingering on tongue. The city exhales around you. Shadows ripple, lanterns fracture. The river hums a different song. Every choice is already made, and yet every choice is yet to be made. You are both observer and participant, virus and host, node and network. Each step generates echoes that fold back as genesis, dissolution, and resonance. You realize the warrior's smile is everywhere, in decay, in breath, and phantom weight pressing against chest. The paths continue, multiply, collapse. You do not choose, you only move. Each motion is a frequency, a decision, a whisper of impermanence. Branching realities hum, bleed, and resonate. All is unfolding, all is fracturing, all is known and ungraspable simultaneously. You inhale. The taste of copper, pine, and whetstone fills you. The wind hums, shadows fold. Lanterns flicker. You are becoming and unbecoming at once. The city smiles with you. You follow, you lead, you dissolve. Until next time, stay curious, stay unsettled. Remember that freedom isn't a distant place you reach or a chain you break, but the quiet witness within the shadows you once called walls. In the stillness, the true self begins to breathe. LibCurio never closes, and the next chapter awaits, patiently waiting to unfold in the silence.